Hi guys, let's start with my first After Effects tutorial. So, animation is just about a series of different images played in every single frame. So, After Effects is quite a useful software, a lot better than Flash and other software. So, let's get started. The black thing which you see right here is my composition. So you can create a new composition by just clicking on this composition button here. Click on new composition, then you can adjust you can lock this aspect ratio or not. So if you lock it, that means everything will be in the 16:9 ratio. If you unlock it, you can just change it. So for example, I type this thing and I type this thing, so no effect. Okay, now let's start. You see this automatically renamed itself to com2. You can, this is the project layer, all the images, all the extra stuff which you create here is automatically put here. So I don't want my composition one, so I press the delete key. Now you can, so basically what I did is created a new composition with different settings. So you can change the settings for the same composition by clicking control K or this thing. So let's go to this thing. Now as you can see, it's already set there, so I can just set it whatever I want. Now let's start. The the thing which you see right here, this thing is the timeline. It's just like other softwares which you can easily work with. It's very user friendly. Let's start. So so After Effects is a program which works on layers. It doesn't works on the new concept of nodes, but After Effects is quite used everywhere for motion graphics. So we'll be looking today at motion graphics because After Effects is the main purpose for this software is motion graphics. Let's start. So basically, let's draw an ellipse here. What? So as you can see, you can just change it over here. Let's do it. Let's change it to a yeah, this color is good. So now you can increase the stroke. You can increase the stroke color or something. Just make it anything you want. And then the fill, you can also just adjust it. It's very simple. You can use the eyedropper tool, anything which you want. So I'll just set it to this color. And if you alt click on this fill, I'm pressing my alt key right now and I press the fill. I press this button here. So just keep pressing it, and you see this red line here, which means that it is not filled. So sometimes people face the problem of removing the fill from here. It's just a smart way to do it. Okay, so I don't want this, so yeah. Now as you can see, what is animation all about? So the thing which I'm moving here, you don't have to worry about. Don't worry about it. So in this course, in this lesson, we'll be looking at the animation of position, not scale. So yeah, sorry. We'll be looking at position animation, because in scale animation, when we increase the size of this ellipse and do animation, we actually work with this thing which is known as an anchor point. So that is for a later lesson, or if I have time, I can include it today. Let's start. This is an ellipse. I've already told you the settings, and just don't worry about, don't, you can fiddle around with anything you want, but right now I'm not. So this is our first class. Just go to the ellipse path 1. Okay, the transform, this is the thing where you animate all the stuff. So what if you want to animate the position? This stopwatch right here is the keyframe right here. So what this keyframe basically stores a value, or stores a graphic representation of one shape which is there. You can drag it across and just add another keyframe. Make sure that to add a keyframe, you don't have to click on the stopwatch, because if you click, the whole thing will be removed. So let's show you another example. Position, I press position here, I press position there. I have pressed this key so it will automatically be deleted. So this stopwatch is basically is to set the first keyframe. Don't worry about what I'm saying. I know it's confusing. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's go to the first frame position, and then um sorry, what am I doing? Just go here, and you can change it using the control and just click here, so you can see the seconds or the frame. So let's make it 10 frames, 11 frames, doesn't matter. Click on this thing and just move the position. This is the y coordinate, as you can see. And so right now we'll move the x thing, x coordinate. You can also move it like that, so it automatically adjusts, as you can see here. So yeah, so this is my position, and like here you don't have to do any type of classic tween or something. That's in Flash, that's ridiculous. So in After Effects, it's very smart. It can automatically create an animation. So this is just the basic idea about how to create an animation. Now rotation, you can change the rotation. It's 0 right now. Just go to this keyframe, just click on the arrow to go to that keyframe. Press this keyframe right here and change the rotation. You won't recognize it because it's a circle. It's a circle, so you don't need to do anything about it. So as you can see, I have already created a animation. It's quite simple. The opacity is just another thing to set the alpha value, or like in Photoshop or something, to make it kind of like less visible or something. Just go here, add a keyframe, or just change the value, to automatically add it. So as you see, it's quite a simple animation. But what if I want to make it interesting? um, so let's animate with, so this is the basic idea. Don't touch this anchor point right here. This thing messes, this thing just ruins your animation if you try to animate. Not ruin, but it's quite confusing. So leave the anchor point animation. uh, Now let's check how to make this animation more interesting. First, just move from left to right. What if you wanna make it accelerate? What if you wanna change its velocity? Okay, too much physics. So to continue with, just select both these keyframes, or you can select one. Just select both because we will be needing both of them. Now you just right click, select, right click on one of the keyframes, go to keyframe assistant, and you will see options: easy ease, easy ease in, easy ease out. So what if you press easy ease? Easy ease, might have seen this option in Flash. It just makes an accelerating kind of animation, which is quite interesting. I'll show you how. Or you can just press F9. On my computer does something else, so it doesn't matter. As you can see, this animation is not interesting. It didn't make quite a change. That's why we have, but just just noticing, if you do the easy ease thing, it makes a minor change, which is quite better than the original animation. You can change the length of this animation by dragging the keyframe here or here, doesn't matter. You can just experiment or play around with the tools. You automatically get the hang of it. So just just select both these keyframes, go to this thing. This thing is the graph editor. As you can see, motion has a lot of graphs in it, in physics also. So if there is a constant velocity, it will just show a straight line. So as you can see, this animation, when I pressed easy ease, it was like, first it accelerates and then it deaccelerates. You might not notice this effect because it's very minor. You can change it easily using those dots here, the kind of vertex editors. Just press on this small dot here, like I am, and it has kind of a pen tool kind of thing. I just want to explain it. Just drag it like that. Now, oh sorry, yeah, this fit all graphs of you, just to make your work easier, so that you don't scribble and do something. So as you can see, first it will be slow, and then will immediately gain speed and then go slow again. So let's see this animation. This is quite interesting, but not as interesting we're expecting it to be. So what if it could be like slow, then immediately fast, then slow. So what if I dragged it here? Now see, this animation is quite interesting, as you can notice. So first it goes quite slow, then immediately it goes fast. It skips some kind of its path or something, but that what that what makes motion graphics interesting. If you want to see what I'm talking about, just go to Google and type motion graphics or motion graphics or real. You will see everything about it. So this is just a basic animation. You can just make a lot of changes. For example, go here and if you want to like view the key. So for example, if you press this arrow key, you will see like all the possible editor. So what if you wanna view the only in the things which you added a keyframe to, like the keyframe which you added, just that to make your work more organize something. So here you can see I just pressed U on my keyboard to show the keyframes, only the things which I edited, not the things which are like left behind. So for example, these are all the things which I did not add a keyframe. However, if I press U, it will show you the keyframes, the position property on which I added the keyframe. So if I added a keyframe on scale, rotation, opacity, and then I like pressed U, it will show me all. It will show me those keyframes. Okay, so for the time being, just what? Oh shit! I just deleted the layer. Never mind. Now it reached till here. Now you have to move it like somewhere like here and here and here. You notice that this path automatically makes a curve. That happens when you can automatically adjust it, just like a pen tools stuff. So this animation is quite interesting. So you can also change it to easy ease in, so that doesn't make such a effect. You just have all of it lies under the graph editor, and to edit the keyframes in the graph editor, you first have to convert it into easy ease property so that it shows a parabolic representation of the animation. So for now, that's it. Just continue experimenting with it, continue doing stuff like that. You can create amazing animations with the easy ease property. It's all what it's about. So
Threat
I'm
has been
sorry.
detected.
So in the next class, we'll learn about the anchor point, which you've been eagerly waiting for, I guess, or not. It is used for scaling like that and that and that. What if you move the anchor point here and you just scaled it somehow, so it will scale from here. So this is quite an advanced thing. Don't touch it right now. Let's leave it for the next class. For this class, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.